back to my channel. My name is Shareen. I'm an interior designer in New York City, and in this video I'm telling you about the second part of the Rubicon MD office in Midtown Manhattan. Let's start by discussing this mothering room, which is quite appropriate for what's going on over here, right? Right. So in this space, you have this lovely mirror so that when you're on your way out, you can check yourself. What a lot of people don't realize is this whole mothering situation is a lot of work. In order to make sure that you're still presentable on your way out, we have this nice full-length mirror for the moms to check themselves before they exit. This cozy space is comprised of some nature and plant life. We have a snake plant over here in the corner. This is actually nicknamed the mother-in-law's tongue, which is why I selected this. I don't know if you knew that little fun fact, but also this is a low-light plant. And since this room does not get a lot of light, I wanted to make sure that we put something in here that would not die. It is all about life. Now, I'm gonna have a seat on this very comfortable sofa and show you what these moms are working with when they're in here. You have the option to rest, relax, and pump on this sofa, which is an apartment-sized sofa. I think we're looking at like a 72-inch possibly. Love seat. It is super comfortable. You just like dive into it. And we've outfitted it with this ottoman here, just in case you're having a day and you need to put your feet up, which would totally work for anyone who's trying to get cozy in this space. Behind us, we have this art, which was just purchased right off Amazon. Sometimes you can mix high and low. Don't be afraid to do that. These art pieces came with this walnut colored frames, and we wanted to echo that in the custom corner shelving that we have over here, which just allows for an extra bit of storage. These were designed by Shareen, and they were built by our handyman, which you know and love. Moving along in the space, just for functionality and usability, we have what is actually a proper desk, because that's what fits here. So you have a little bit of storage by having this drawer over here, but this is the perfect location for your breast pump and your accessories. And because the sofa sits a bit low, we have a proper office chair so that you can sit up and pump accordingly. So we move to that and show you this smooth chair is easily wipeable and cleanable in case you have any unbeknownst to you spills, and you can make sure that you can keep this area a space that others can come in and use, and you can quickly and easily get to the things that you need to on the table, as well as get in and get out. Also, the rug on the floor is a machine washable rug. These colors of mostly the rainbow except for green incorporate all of the colors that are in the Rubicon murals that we've done outside, and I think that this does a fantastic job of tying that in, bringing in a little bit of rainbows and sunshine, and especially since the rest of the room has so much green in it, you don't actually miss the green in this rug. We went with this machine washable rug so that if there were any spills, it would be really easy to do cleanup. Also, speaking of spillage or storage of things, hidden underneath this desk is a mini fridge. Very appropriate for those who are nursing. So you can store your milk in here. You can ensure that it is safely guarded, separate from anyone else. We also added some additional quad outlets. This is important when you're doing an electrical plan in a space like this, because you want to make sure that you have enough outlets for people to maximize their storage pumps and any other electronics that they may need to charge or utilize in the space. Over here to my left, we have this walnut and metal coat rack. I love this coat rack. The reason I placed this in here is for a blazer. So pro tip, again, if you're mothering, you want to leave a blazer at work. That way, if you have any kind of spills or leakage in your shirt or blouse that you're wearing that day at work, you can just take a blazer, throw it over it, and keep yourself clean. Everyone does a great job of walking around with clothing for baby. We don't always walk around with clothing for mommy, and this is a way to just conceal as it heals. Next up, we have additional greenery on these walls. We wanted to take advantage of the height of the space. There's definitely
high ceilings in here. It ranges from 11 feet to about 9.5 feet. We have relatively soft lighting, and I do have an idea to add some additional lighting, like string lights. We have the floor lamp in the corner that you saw earlier, but you know I like to maximize the different types of light offerings. And since we only have these two relatively small windows, it's nice to have these other options for lighting in this space. This is what the room looks like and the ambiance if you were to use the floor lamp in here. If it weren't LED, I perhaps would have changed the bulb and made it just a little bit warmer to make sure that you can have different comfortable light settings in the space. But always a good idea to have multiple layers of lighting in any room that you're designing. Last but not least, on this wall, we have some picture frames. These picture frames are fully adjustable and customizable in height and distance, as well as swapping out the images in here. We haven't placed images yet because the goal is that the mothers who are coming in here would be able to put images of their babies, which actually helps to promote lactation. That is the mothering room of Rubicon MD that I promised you. Thank you for participating in part 2 of this work in progress. While this room is relatively finished, you still have the exec room, the board room, the conference rooms, and the collab space to see, and I can't wait to show it all to you. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be with me, and I appreciate that. I'm thankful for you, and I will see you next time, Thursday after next. Ciao.